it has been his brain, the late Governor, Bank of Uganda, Professor Emmanuel Mutebile. This is part of his final journey. As I told you earlier, he will be laid to rest tomorrow at his ancestral home here in Kabale district. It's a bit trying moment for many of the congregants here. As you can see, some of the family members, the Uganda police are now preparing to take the border. As you can see, that is a salute to the man who has immensely served his country, Uganda. Professor Emmanuel Mutebile, born in 1956, he breathed his last breath in the neighboring Kenya on 23rd of January this same year, 2022. So far, the report from the official doctors have confirmed that Mutebile died from difficulties from breathing caused by diabetes and other complications, although even COVID-19 is being attributed to part of his death. As you can see, his body, the casket, is being led into the ambulance, which will later drive him to the next destination, which we can't confirm whether it is his home or somewhere else. Burial arrangements are for tomorrow, and as UBC, we are in Kabale. We shall get you posted and updated on whatever will be taking place in this district, in as far as sending off the icon of the Uganda's economy, Professor Emmanuel Mutebile. As you can see, that's the Minister for ICT, Dr. Chris Bayomos, trying to give in a few communications here. And as far as receiving the body here in Kabale is concerned, let us get a few moments.
Permanent Secretary wa Ministry ya Public Service kujwekera government ya Uganda, tujwekere President Museveni kana ba family baryaha mucyara Betty na family ya Mutebile mpango kandi mwe n'abanyakigezi abantu ba Uganda nitwenda kusima Ruhanga kandi turukwakira mu butongole omubiri gwa munywani wetu Professor Emmanuel Mutebile Uruhanga ayesire ahasande kandi owagaruka omakageye Kabale kandi yagaruka mu amaze de kutwagwa nabwo echo government ne shasha kandi ntwenda okuhumuriza umucyara Betty Mutebile n'abana na family ngutwena abari kuzwagwa twinde mibiri obwire ndibuhika Ruhanga atutwale mwene Ruhanga atwire munywani wetu Emmanuel Mutebile mwene mugume turi hano ne imwe ka government kandi ntwenda kugumya ba family n'abantu bakabale mwena abeija kwakira omubiri gwa Professor nitumusima munonga kandi tusime Ruhanga abye myaka yamuhereze ijo tube tuyo mu parliament ya Uganda aharunaku uriyo kubere najaguza emyaka 53 konka yajijaguza mu parliament abyami omushanduke nabwo cyo ntumusima ebigambo bingi ntujya kubigamba nyencyakale turi ku musherekerezo gwa muheru konka ntusima Ruhanga owabaleta buhoro akaba isimu cyahanu yakabale kandi litwongera kusima ka government emirimo yona eyi Professor Mutebile akozire okuyatembera mu matembezo akahendera ali governor wa banka ya Uganda kandi muri yafayo ya Uganda niwe governor wo kubanza president kumwikiriza kole nyaka miringwa ahabwo bukugu ahabwo boronje bwe ahabwo kubasa kwe mwe nabwe echo aba family muhumure government erine imwe ngumukamba twire mwene hati atwire itushabira omubiri kandi okushabira Professor Emmanuel Mutebile ngo Ruhanga mwakire amuhereze kihumuro ekirungi kandi yayongere kugumya aba family na mnonga Betty n'abana na family abagumye abahereza amani kandi kitengo nubwo buriho Yesu abase kubane we yabizuza omagaraganyo kandi base kwaho kandi Ruhanga mwakire mwebale munonga kandi program neja kubangutwa nyencyakare tujya kutandika no kushaba rero kandi sha munana mwenda tubone kuya kubushendekereza mwebare kwija mwene twamwakira omuri Kabale kandi abapolisi mwebale n'omulimo gumwakora okugira ngo yeje mwebale munonga.
Wow, that is the Minister of ICT, Dr. Chris Barriomos, giving there a very brief speech in as far as the receiving of the body of the late Professor Emmanuel Mutebile is concerned. You see, the casket is now being carried away. It's a bit a trying moment for most of the members here, especially from the family. Very many people feel so saddened about the death and the passover of their relative. You can witness, members of the community are also around here to witness this memorable moment. They've been at least given some meters away to witness this, and this is good that many of these people have closely worked, or even in the other way or the other, been affiliated to this family of the late Governor Bank of Uganda. Mutebile, according to family members, has been a very supportive member of this community. He has spearheaded very many projects in education, health, and other community-based projects within the region of Kigezi, not only in Kabale district, but in the entire Kigezi region. And when it comes to the national level, very many will not erase his memories from their minds in as far as steering the economy, which we see today, is concerned. The widow, Mama Betty Mutebile, as you can see, and other family members are trying to at least also have a glimpse of whatever is happening here in Kigezi district. We are nearly just a few meters away from the district headquarters, and we are at the cricket or oval grounds here in Kabale district, and this is where we are trying to receive the body of the remains of the former, now we can even refer to him as former Bank of Uganda Governor, Professor Emmanuel Mutebile. You can see the A+ members and the crew are trying to at least wind up the process, and a few minutes they will be driving away from this place. We can't confirm at this moment where exactly will be their first destination after here, but we know there will be some arrangements taking place at his home, which we will definitely try to go there and see if we will be given access and at least have a glimpse of whatever is happening here. The Vice President of the Republic of Uganda, retired Major Jessica Lupo, has been in Kabale district, as we did communicate earlier, and though we didn't manage to escort her at the residence of Professor Mutebile, but she went there automatically and had to interface and condole with the family. We can shortly let us see if we can get Professor Dr. Chris Barriomos here for some
for having lost a distinguished son of the soil, Professor Emmanuel Mutebile, but we thank God that the body has arrived safely here in Kabale with the people, the members of the family who escorted the body, and we shall proceed with the program where we shall have prayers and a vigil at home, and thereafter tomorrow, starting at midday, we shall have a requiem service in honor of Professor Mutebile, and thereafter in the afternoon we shall lay him to rest in his home, Chijuguta, here in Kabale municipality.
Yes, Doctor, we do understand we have lost another cabinet official. Can you confirm this information and what's the arrangement so far?
Yes, this morning we got another piece of sad news that our colleague, the former Minister of Ethics and Integrity, and currently has been serving as a commissioner, the Uganda Human Rights Commission, Honorable Father Simon Lokodo, that he collapsed in Geneva, where he had gone on official work. And we are still trying to establish what the cause of death could be, but we send condolences to members of his family, Ugandans, the people of Karamoja, and as government we shall work around now to see how the body is transported back to Uganda, and then we prepare the final arrangements for his rest.
Is this a double tragedy for the country?
Yes, definitely it's a tragedy. This is very painful to lose the distinguished sons. Here we are receiving the body of Professor Emmanuel Mutebile, and then before we even lay him to rest, we lose another distinguished son, Father Simon Lokodo. It's a tragedy. It is sad. It's unfortunate, but that's how life is. Whoever is born with human flesh, time comes when you have to pass on. But we pray that the good Lord receives our brothers and give them eternal peace in the rest that they are going.
Doctor, what is the program of accessing the home for the vigil? We understand some of our colleagues have been barred from accessing the home. What's the way forward as far as media is concerned?
Well, we are trying as much as possible to observe the SOPs and the public health measures, and therefore the home does not have a lot of space, and therefore we shall regulate access, but the media will be able to access the home of Professor Mutebile, but maybe the members of the public we shall regulate how they access in order for us to comply with the requirements of SOPs and the public health measures.
Who is the chief mourner?
We are yet to confirm because the president is delegating somebody, but by late evening, we shall have confirmed the person who will represent His Excellency the President.
Well, that has been the Minister for ICT, Dr. Chris Baryomosi, giving a very brief interpretation and guideline on how the process will be going on for the final send-off of the former Governor Bank of Uganda. I have now got it clear from him that there will be a vigil at his place of residence or his ancestral home here in Kabale tonight before the morning prayers, which will also be followed by his burial later on in the day, that is tomorrow Sunday on 30th, 2021. Let me just get someone or one of the residents of this area. Hello, sir, how are you?
I'm fine, how are you?
How do you feel about this?
Chairman Central Division Kabale. Of course, as Kabale District, we are really saddened by the death of the governor, who has been a friend to everyone. There are so many activities. Previously I was a district youth chairman, and for the issues of the young people and to ensure motivating and encouraging and guiding the young people, he was good at that, and he would always tell us to love our home and also to love our people. As Bachiga, we are known of telling the truth, and we are also known of being honest people. And it is something that he believed in and something that he encouraged to ensure that every young person from Kabale emulate that. We shall miss him, and we know that we have really lost someone that will be very hard to replace, not even because of the governor job, but his personality, the character, and him as a person.
Thank you, sir. Those are some of the leaders here in Kabale district trying to put in some eulogies to the late Governor Bank of Uganda. I don't know whether my camera person can manage to get you some members of the community. As you can see, they are closely here. The number seems to be growing every minute which passes, at least to have this last feel and peep at the son of the soil who has risen to ranks and equally represented this area, the district and the region, to the highest recognition of the country. Someone who has been in position to serve under the position of the Governor Bank of Uganda for the last 20 years since his appointment in 2011. Now the convoy seems to be setting off, and we will be following it very closely up to his home. And we just want to tell you that as UBC, we are in Chigezi sub-region, we are in Kabale district, to bring you live coverage and live communication, in fact updates in as far as the final send-off of Governor Bank of Uganda, Professor Emmanuel Tumusime Mutebile. As you can see, that is the convoy in the middle. After the police, that is the second car or ambulance where you see Governor. It is the car carrying the body or the remains of the late Governor Bank of Uganda. And here we are heading to his residence where he will spend the night, and some of his close friends, members of the public, a few ones who will pass the test, and family members will at least have a look at him and as they wait for the burial which is happening tomorrow. There is a lot of many things people will talk about the late. Many will refer to him depending on how they associated with him, how they had he did things, how they have watched him either on TV or in public, and they will have committed no offense to describe him as someone who has diligently served his nation. He has died a governor, and that is worth celebrating. He has what? Oh, we can get a few of the members of here. How do you feel about this?
We are feeling so hard.
Sorry. There's an interruption here, but we can go on. We were trying to get some of the family, or not family members, but members of the public, who equally who equally can confirm that the late governor has served. He has done his role. He has lived his entire life serving the government, not even only the government, but the people of Uganda, way back from the regimes of Idi Amin or Bote, the regime of President Yoweri Kaguta Museveni, where he has finally met his last breath. And it is this journey that we are taking him, and one will say, it is over. Mutebile will be ready to rest tomorrow, Sunday, 30th, at his ancestral home in Kabale district. For now, let's hand over back to Nairo Avenue at Broadcast House. And as we said earlier, we will not make you miss any moment in as far as this funeral service is concerned. I'm Robert Onyango with the entire crew here in Kabale district. For now, back to UBC studios at Broadcast House in Kampala at Nairo Avenue.
So,